Hello everyone, my name is PearlescentMoon and welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 10, Episode 25. Last episode, we ended the video by kind of dealing with some Popo shenanigans of them removing the pop-up shops, and they have very much taken action. All of these shops right here are what they deem to be pop-ups that no one did really anything about, just left unattended, and so they've ended up in kind of this courtyard in the back of the Popo headquarters, and you know what? I don't see any of my shops here. Despite their attempts at making baseless threats to my own little shops here, they have managed to survive the purge. The bone truck is standing proud, standing tall, and looking as lovely as ever. Now, they haven't actually left a note or anything at my truck, but you know what? I was actually there when they were going around the shops and checking them all out to see which ones they had to remove. I let them have their reaction, and I did kind of stand in at the very end, but there was quite a lot of voices, so I can't really use the entirety of the clip that I managed to record, but I'm just going to show you the reaction that they had.
Okay.
I did see this.
To the
To the
popo.
popo.
Play me. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Disconnect.
There are many laws broken here, Pearl. And soon,
Oh, I don't
we
hear
are
anything.
cracking down on the pop-ups. All pop-ups must be full-fledged
Don't
shops,
trust them.
and then everybody must have a shop for their permits.
Are you
Lots
saying
of
that my
diamonds.
shops are pop-up shops?
I don't really feel like they are.
Thank you!
You have a
I'm
level
so
of
glad you
detail in
agree.
your vehicles that because like a pop-up shop is just like a stand, like the brick and the brick over there, like that. That's more of a pop-up.
Way to
build.
see
Yeah.
Your
your
builds are
lies,
very
Pearl.
detailed and thematic.
Sir Scar.
Way to see through their lies, Pearl. They wanted your diamonds. Don't let
What?
them take 'em.
She came in with receipts.
She had a secret recording device on her.
She was wearing a wire.
I wasn't a part of that conversation. You're perjuring me by proxy now.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe she came in with
Okay.
receipts.
Hey, you know what? I kind of this makes me feel better. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sir Scar. This I did not like putting a pink slip on this, even though by definition it's a
Average.
pop shop. It looks good. It looks good. I would like to rip the pink slip down and leave this here for the server because it's just so. Can I dare say the word cute? Holding this
It is
mustache on my
very
face.
cute. It is very cute.
Yeah.
So surprisingly, that evidence apparently was so irrefutable that they didn't even argue against it one bit. I fully expected at least even just like a tiny little bit of pushback, but there was absolutely nothing, and they didn't even mention the farm truck or the Purpo bus, so I suppose we're clear for just a little bit longer. And one day I'll do something about these last two permits that I have, because they also really do need shops. However, that's not going to be today. For my first episode that delved into 1.21, we came back with these little cutie armadillos right here, and they've been sitting in my base ever since. And because they've been sitting in my base ever since, I have been passively collecting all of these scutes that I have to the point where I've almost got 3 full stacks of the stuff. When it comes to armadillos, they're essentially just like chickens. Like chickens drop their eggs, armadillos drop their scutes pretty much every 5 to 10 minutes. So even though they have no grass to graze on or whatever, or insects to eat or anything like that, they just keep dropping them. And with that in mind, I've been wanting to make a farm for them for ages, and I figured that's just what we're gonna do today. We're gonna finally give these little lovelies a home, and it's pretty much just gonna be a chicken farm, but for armadillo scutes, because why not, right? I have plenty of scutes to my name, but I just feel like making a farm. So we're gonna do that. You all know me pretty much by now that I just love a good excuse to make a whole new building for something, even though I don't really have to. And what better place to make an armadillo farm building than this giant field that I've had sitting empty for a long time. I know the initial plan was to make an orchard in this space, but I've kind of decided I want to break it up and not just have a bunch of trees end up hiding my buildings away. So I think just making another building off to the side, like some kind of little, almost silo looking building, I reckon could look quite nice in here. Maybe some wheat fields or things like that. And I'm hoping to figure out some kind of cool solarpunky robot dude to go with it. I think that'll be fun. It's probably been like a good 2 or 3 weeks since I've made a proper structural building on this server, so I am incredibly excited to get started, and they're all just staring at me with eager anticipation. And you know what that means? Go grab your popcorn, put your feet up, and let's get this time lapse started. Roll it!
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Tango.
I'm glad I didn't get hot guy there.
Look at a hot guy. I got a bow in my. Oh, I do actually have one. It's fine. Anyway, can I borrow you for a second? I need an expertise.
Absolutely.
Oh, goody.
Oh, jeez.
Come this way.
Yes.
Come. Right over here, sir.
Right. Are you gonna ask me something about redstone, and I'm not gonna know the answer to it?
No. I actually
good,
want
good,
a
good.
different kind of opinion. See, I've heard you're a
Okay.
bit of a builder lately, right?
No.
Yes. Don't even deny that, sir. And you're making steampunk stuff, machines and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing solarpunk, which also uses machines. And
Yes.
I made these new thingamabobs lately alongside an armadillo farm.
I love it.
Do you?
Look at the wheels on it. Those are so good.
I was trying to figure out.
Like,
I don't know what
you know-
details to do on this stuff, man.
You know it's a good build when you can hear the build, and you know
You
what
can
I mean
hear
by
it?
that, right?
Yeah.
I can hear the like little propellers and everything going. I can't make the
Good.
sound, but that would be amazing. Yeah.
Oh, that actually makes me
That's so
happy. I
good.
feel like I need to add like a tango head with the sound on it now, so they can actually
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
it. Yeah. So you have sound as you
There
walk
you
up
go.
to it.
Yep.
No.
That's
But
amazing.
genuinely, like, I'm trying to make more machines for solarpunk, and you know, these are kind of the ones I'm pushing out right now. My first attempt ended up in a vehicle, so do you got any tips for a little old solarpunky lady?
Look at the little guy here. I love the little drone.
He's doing his best work, man.
Okay.
They're watering machines. They water the crops.
First of all, this is very, very, very awkward. Pearl asking me tips. That's just like I don't even know what's going on right
I'm
now.
gonna
This
ask
is,
you
like,
tips, man. Of course.
Tips on what specifically now? Sorry.
Like how machine do, you know? Like if you
How machine do?
if you had to think of a way to improve this little guy, what would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah.
The big one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, the big one. Yeah.
Let me see.
What's it missing? Because it kind of feels like it's missing something.
Let me think. like machine-wise now.
It's intended for watering crops, and that cyan glass in the middle
Yeah.
is the like the water, basically.
I might. It's a pretty big machine. I would think I would make the propeller a little bit bigger. I might
little
try to
bigger?
just swap the propeller out and do something else with that. Maybe
Like full block
first
type
thing
thing,
that comes
or
to my
just
mind is
slabby
like
sides?
iron trapdoors or something, but I don't know. That
Yeah.
might be too bright.
Okay,
But that little propeller
just to make it a
isn't
little
gonna fly
bigger.
that big machine. Yeah.
This flies with hopes and dreams. So.
Hopes and dreams, powered by hopes and dreams. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, copper rods make everything better.
Okay, copper rods. Yeah, I give it little antennas or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it can be powered by lightning. Weather?
Oh.
Yeah.
You have to wait for it to get struck by lightning, and then you get like 10 minutes to fly it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
exactly, right? Or it just
Now,
powers up over
so
time.
this is meant to water the crops. You said.
Yeah, it's a watering machine.
So okay, so in here this is the water tank inside the glass.
That's right, yeah.
The only thing I was gonna say is that you could waterlog some copper grates
Copper grades. Okay, do it that way.
instead of the glass, so that you can actually kind of see the water in there.
Okay,
But
yeah.
These are all like very subjective, you know. Like
No, I
what
like
you got
it.
is very cool.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't honestly change that much. And then maybe like some kind of nozzle or something to show where the water. Or am I missing
Where it
that?
comes out. Yeah,
Like
I was I was kind of thinking underneath a little bit where some of the trap doors are and making some kind of stuff flow down there. But I'll
Yeah.
probably have to use glass to simulate water because it's unfortunately a bit too much.
Oh, yeah, to actively make it like
Just kind of
spray the water.
Yeah. Here is my new armadillo farm. It's my little
Wait, what?
armadillo farm.
You're
Yeah.
making farms for things that I haven't even seen yet. Like,
Well,
wow. Okay, show me.
yeah, well, simply you just walk in here and it's essentially a chicken farm. Because that's all it takes for them to drop them. They're in their little, like, nest in here and they drop one. They drop it every, like, 5 to 10 minutes. Just passively. It's a scute. So if you come up here, if you look above you, I've got my collection up here. Yeah. They're scutes, so they passively drop them and you can make dog armor with them.
Isn't that what the turtle shells were called too?
Yep.
Scutes?
Yep, scutes.
Interesting.
They pretty much look like
Okay.
turtle scutes as well. They're just brown,
Okay.
slightly moldy, you know?
And now these guys, if I remember correctly, like they curl up in a ball.
Yeah, when you run,
when
see?
you sprint. Oh, and someone had the brilliant idea that I could use this for clank detection in Decked Out 3
Oh.
instead of shriekers. So you can walk all you want, but if you run, I can detect that probably. I would imagine. They lay eggs every once in a while and
Basically, yeah. So I've just done essentially a chicken farm and I went a little bit overboard and I was like, well, having a collection system down below is kind of boring. So I made it spit out below so I can just chuck that in there, for example.
oh, this is all hopper collection below there?
Yeah, all hoppers below there,
Okay.
and it spits out a little dispenser thing and takes up this water tube that's out here and brings it up to the ceiling. There you go. You can see it from the
I
side.
saw you had like
Where'd you go?
up top.
Up top. Yeah, so what you're
Isn't
standing
this-
over right now is my water tube collection. It spouts up
Right.
there and comes out at the chest at the top in the ceiling.
That's cool. Oh, I see. So you can
Yeah.
just like see
Hold
them
on.
go. Oh, that's
You
cool.
stay out there. I'm going to drop an item in there. Hit. It's kind of hard to see, but you know,
Yeah, the glass.
they
Oh,
kind
I
of
saw
weave
something go
through.
by.
Yeah. So and plus, there's a little like copper bulb up top that also lights up and then also
Excellent.
turns off when items go past it, just for interaction. You know.
This building is great. Like the good mix of colors and everything.
Thank you. It's my little cut. It's kind of like reference from a silo, but not quite a silo. You know, it's a little roundy boy. Oh, and look, this is one of the
great.
cool things with these trees. I made some new trees, and if you waterlog the copper grates, you can put your the coral on top of them, and they're nice little pops.
Oh,
Color
look
pops.
at that.
Yeah,
It looks like little flowers on the tree or something. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's how you want to add color in
Check
trees.
it out. That is smart right there.
I like experimenting with color pops in trees. We don't have enough. Usually they're all just green, right? So you want to add something vibrant in there. We're missing that.
Yeah.
So
That is an amazing build tip right there.
waterlogged
Because the
flux.
copper grate kind of like it's already green, so it blends in with the leaves, and it contains the water. Yeah, that's great.
I was very sad that you can't place coral on waterlogged leaves. I don't know why. I feel like it makes the most sense.
Really?
Personally,
Because
yeah.
that's what in the back of my head. I was like, wait a minute, couldn't you just? But yeah, you can't
yeah,
do that.
I
Interesting.
tried. It didn't work. I was sad.
All right, we're gonna need some sound effects for your drones here.
Yep. Well, I've got one already recorded. This is amazing. Fantastic.
So good, so good.
Well, thank you very much for the feedback, Tango. I appreciate you coming around.
Yeah. Always. I got
Amazing.
some redstone to do. Yeah, to get busy on.
Ooh, redstone. Master redstone.
Working
right
on
here.
Played Up. Hungry Hermits is what it's
Ooh.
going to be called. And I
Hungry
can't wait to
Hermits.
play because I know you're all into Played Up these days. I've been watching your
I
streams.
better be first in line, mate. And not to
You
get
are, you
served.
are.
I want to be in the restaurant.
Yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I
I think.
can't
Yeah, I'm
wait.
excited.
That's gonna be awesome. Not me just roping Tango into a hermit tour without him realizing. Anyway, I got some really good feedback out of that. That's absolutely amazing. Like we just saw in that clip, of course, we have the new overall armadillo farm here. Very Silo-esque like I was imagining, with the functional farm inside. And I didn't want to just go basic with the hopper collection below. I made it have the funky water tube up the side. I feel like it just makes it a little more fun to look at. If I hop into free cam right here as well for just a second, we can also see the roof. I've added some gardens on the side of the building to really bring the nature into it. We have this air vent at the top, like it's sucking in the wind from outside and using that to power the system. And on this side of the building, we kind of have some kind of power unit as well. It's also storing the power for use later. And off to the right-hand side, we have the little machines that I'm trying to make. It's absolutely no lie overall that when you look at my base, it's solarpunk, but it's very much lacking the technology side of solarpunk that makes that theme really beautiful. So I'm trying to implement some brand new vehicles and operational units into the whole aesthetic. And Tango's feedback of expanding some of the machinery like the water drop and also the flying at blades themselves, I will have to kind of adjust those a bit because he absolutely has a point. This was a very rough vehicle creation here, and I definitely want to be expanding on that. And you know, with solarpunk, it's very yellow and very bright, so I wanted to bring in the wheat fields right next to it and the yellow coral into the trees and the gardens to really kind of just hone in on that beautiful vibrancy that it really adds. And you know what? This farm has also been pretty productive while I've been building because, oh, there's my rockets from before. I've already got 2 stacks worth of armadillo scutes in here that have been newly produced. I cannot see myself ever needing this many scutes, but I just did it for the fun and I'm happy with it. Now, while I was building that creation, however, I have taken a little bit of notice that I have some mail in my mailbox. And you know how excited I get to open these things. Let's have a little bit of a look-see here. Oh my gosh. The purfur again! What do you mean? Why? Why is this back? What is happening? No, it is not PearlescentMoon. This is most likely Joel. I sent this to Joel, and now it's back. Grumble, 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 grumble. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Take the stinky box back. It's yours, Joel. I know it is. You butt. Okay, well, I got excited over nothing. That's fine. It's okay. I like mail. It's all good. Not that kind of mail, though. However, though, let me give you guys a bit of an update on this wheat farm right here, because take a look at all of the stuff that we've gotten from this farm. This is all passively generated. I haven't added anything into it either, and it's doing so well. For the tiniest farm, it's pretty powerful. Not bad at all. Well, gosh darn diddly g'day. It must be kind of mail day because, hello, yet another little light bulb. I swear if it's Joel again and he's just sent that package right back again. Ooh. That is not perfect. Okay. Boop. Hello, why are you sending me random banners and things? This is just junk mail. It's junk mail, isn't it? Okay, hello. Are these named anything? No? What have we got? What have we got? Hello. Dear Postmaster Pearl, ooh, addressing me by my title. I love it already. We at the Permit Office appreciate the efforts you went to in the creation of a shopping district portal. However, don't we all love howevers in this kind of note? We feel the design of the portal is not in best keeping with the themes and standards of the new shopping district. We would be grateful if you might amend your build to bring this visual obstacle to a satisfying conclusion at your earliest opportunity. Many thanks, Permit Office. It's about time that someone said something about that portal. I made that to be ugly to get some kind of rise out of other hermits, and everyone was just like, oh, it's fine. It looks great. Leave it there. Finally, there is some pushback for the portal, and you can really tell that Permit Office is cracking down on the disorderly shopping district at this point. Right, I have something to go off here. I'm excited. Looking at the second page though, this is very open-ended, dare I say. I'm kind of getting the slight feeling that satisfying conclusion and visual obstacle can very much be interpreted in, well, many different ways. And what better way to interpret this such kind ask here than to do a little bit of a prank. I feel like one day, if I really feel like it, I'm gonna make a serious portal. And you know, the time that I spent making all these joke portals is absolutely going to just add up to the time I could have spent making a legit portal. But I'm having fun with this, and I'm gonna make that portal in the shopping districts even worse. As soon as I was gonna get sued for not making that portal in time while making the Service Gaming District portal, that is the moment I stopped volunteering to make the serious one. So what we're gonna need to rebut against this whole thing is, you know it, we're gonna need some more beautiful concrete. I'm gonna take it, we're just gonna rock and roll and see whatever comes out of my head this time. So I got a bunch of the old colors that I used in the original build, plus a few extras. We're gonna add in some yellow concrete, maybe some white terracotta, I don't know, and we're gonna use some bright red concrete as well. I think all of those are gonna be some fun blocks to use in this absolute monstrosity of a portal. This is gonna be glorious. Now, I don't really know how I'm going to make this terribly ugly just yet and make it worse than it already currently is, but let's jump into it. I think right now the faces are a little too normal, so I think maybe I can up the ante on those by actually flattening out the faces entirely so they don't follow the curves, and then maybe making the expressions more hideous. Now, if that face isn't absolutely mortifying, then I don't know what is at this point. Dear gosh, extremely bright red lips, a bright blue shiny nose and forehead, skin-colored eyebrows, different sized eyes, and I don't even know. He's already chomping down the zombie pigman there. You know, originally I was gonna put some limbs and such on these guys, and I never ended up doing that. So let's say for phase 2, let's put some limbs on. Like, what if it looks like this guy was instead sitting on the edge of this like kind of terrain piece that I've made here? I think, if I could just get up properly, there we go. I think that would kind of add a slight creepiness factor to it, right? They're slightly less comfortable with the idea that maybe it was reference of something they knew, who knows? And now it's completely unrecognizable. Oh no. That's actually, the legs kind of made it cute in a way. I don't know. Is that still classified as cute? I don't know. It actually unsettles me because I can't tell if it's cute or not. Well, anyway, we're gonna keep going with whatever this is. I don't know what my brain is spewing right now. What if this one over here had legs sprouting from its head? I think I'm gonna change it so this guy's forehead is orange though. I think it's like a little bit funky if only the nose is blue. Okay, yeah, that was a good decision. I much prefer just the nose being blue. Perfect. Now for this guy. First, the legs. Well, now it just looks like Raymond the rabbit. They look like ears. That doesn't look like feet. I've also just realized I've messed up the symmetry completely on that. But yeah, now he just looks like a bunny rabbit. Maybe some toes might fix that problem. I may have slightly underestimated how difficult it would be to add toes to this thing, and considering that it's supposed to be a very low effort build, I'm just gonna leave it as potentially being interpreted as ears. Yeah, that's fine. The face still needs to be a lot uglier though, so I can at least do that. Maybe some arms might also be a good measure here. Nice little diagonal arms coming off the side. Yeah, kinda, maybe a little buff, who gosh knows. Facial restructure. Have we crossed into the disturbing territory yet? Please say yes, because I am mildly disturbed by that. It definitely now looks like a bunny rabbit, but it's a bunny rabbit with some pretty serious teethers, or chompers, or whatever I was going for there. A much longer tongue, some very displeased eyes, and an even bigger nose with some even bigger lips. Okay. Oh, and one arm for whatever reason, because I'm not making the other arm. What on earth am I supposed to do with this guy? He's just so innocently cute as he is, like, what do? Oh, you know what? What if we put his mouth on his forehead and make a portal entry through there? Okay, that can work. Let's do that. Well, now I'm just mighty confused and I don't know what I'm looking at. Sounds about right. Okay, next one. Look at this sweet little innocent green bean about to be transformed into something completely different. What to do with you? What if we gave this guy limbs and stuck them all straight out in front of him? That might be interesting. I had to go into a little bit of free cam for this one to show you all properly what has been changed here, because what on earth am I looking at? I made this, and I really don't want my name attached to this, so I hope they get rid of this thing as soon as possible, but this is hideous now, right? Please? If I hear one person say this thing is cute, I don't even know what to think anymore, because I'm horrified. It's exactly what I intended to do, but yeah. Okay, I don't think I'm just gonna stop at editing the current portal though. I think we can add to it. Maybe in the form of some flying critters this time. Well, let's just say that I took Joel's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, cute little bee over there and, well, made my own portal interpretation of it. Doesn't he look amazing? Adorably cute? Now, this is the one that I would absolutely believe if you guys said was cute. Because come on, look at that face. And check out that absolutely mega jawline right there. Oh my gosh. And yes, you best believe it. That's a portal too. You know what? I think this is probably the spot that I'm going to leave it for now. We've upgraded every single one of these supposed what they thought was VeggieTale characters, which weren't, by the way, into some kind of abomination of all kinds of sense of the being. And I've made myself the absolute cutest bee that you'll ever see. I'm sorry, Joel's bee, but this one just outshines you. Look, one day the shopping district is gonna get a proper portal that looks nice and actually fits it properly, but for now, I just gotta have a little bit of fun first. We need to see a bit more pranking on this server. We need to have a little bit more fun. We gotta let go a little bit and just enjoy the ride as it comes, and you know what? I'm kind of oddly having fun with this. I'm not really paying attention too much to what I'm building, or if it looks pretty, or just good in general. I'm just building some kind of wacky stuff and probably losing my mind at the same time, but that's totally fine. Well, permit office, let's see your next move. Bring it on. Ooh, there's a sign. Neat portal. Wow, thanks, Cub. I got the tick of approval. Alright, now that I've got that out of my system, that unfortunately is going to be the end of the episode for today. We did at least get some serious stuff done today in terms of the armadillo farm and actually expanding my solarpunk base yet again, but sometimes you just gotta have a little bit of fun on the server, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. Despite my silly shenanigans today, I hope you all did enjoy the episode, and if you did, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Oh boy. Catch you later, everyone. Bye. 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 Boop.